The debate of who's the best quarterback in the NFL between Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers just got a new twist. ESPN's Ian O'Connor shared a big reveal from Brady on Sunday. O'Connor tweeted, quote, Tom Brady once told an NFL coach if Aaron Rodgers had the Patriots' offensive scheme and institutional knowledge on opposing defenses, he'd throw for 7,000 yards every year. He is so much more talented than me. That was a quote. Shannon, do you agree with Brady?
And no, that coach wasn't Bill Belichick. I know what you're thinking. You think it was Coach Belichick that said that.
Have I spoken yet?
No, you haven't spoken, but I know you.
So now you're putting words in my mouth before I speak?
Hold on, Skip Bayless.
Huh.
This is my time. Hold on, Jenny said Shannon. Jenny said
he was handing me the football.
No, I was not. No, I took it back.
Gotta start with Shannon. He's nice to me. Go to Shannon first.
Shannon.
And we could change this, but Shannon first.
Oh, if I fist bump it would
change. It would change really quick.
Possibly.
I'm good.
Tom Brady said if Aaron Rodgers had the offensive scheme and the institutional knowledge on opposing defenses, oh my goodness, what would he be?
Tom Brady used the word institutional.
Institutional.
That's interesting.
Yes. Big words. That's Tom. Golly gee whiz, Tom. I keep telling you, Skip Bayless, this is why I give Coach Belichick so much of the credit. Because you're talking about the greatest defensive mind in all of football. Preparing his quarterback every single week for what he's probably going to see and things he hasn't even thought of. Because you know what, Skip Bayless? When they get together, Coach Belichick says, Tom, when you're in this formation, this is where you're weak at. This is where I'm weak at.
Oh.
He's also giving that information to Josh McDaniels and keeping Josh McDaniels ahead of the curve also. Skip Bayless, that if you notice, look at Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning only played for defensive head coaches. Why? Because he's like, y'all just messing up. Y'all getting my way if you're offensive mind. I know this right here. I don't need help with that. I just need to know when it's 3rd and 3 and there's 46 seconds on the clock and we're in this formation, what would you do to stifle me? If we're in this situation and we're this down in distance, in this area of the field, what's going on in your head, Coach Belichick? And Coach Belichick can partake, this is what I'm thinking you're going to do. This is where I'm vulnerable. This is where you're vulnerable. And so I'm going to play to my strength and I'm going to try to force you to your weakness.
Okay.
Skip, that's immense. Tom Brady, nobody will ever confuse and say, well, Tom Brady is. No, he's not. There might not have been fundamental throwing the football. There's never, ever. Aaron Rodgers has no weakness throwing the football. He Sunday night, Skip Bayless on a bum knee.
Tell me when you're finished.
It's not finished.
Jenny, does he get to run out the clock? We're finally, we hear, we got a wrap.
Fair debate. I'm timing it out.
You know what, Skip?
Jenny's enjoying this. Keep going.
I didn't say anything.
Just talk the rest of the show. I'll just sit back and listen.
I didn't say anything.
Because you're actually digging a hole, but go ahead.
When you took 13 minutes and 14 seconds in that first segment, I didn't say a word to you. I didn't say one word. Yeah, you did. I didn't say nothing.
I only needed 3.
But you took 13.
Yeah.
Skip, nobody's going to ever say Tom Brady is more talented than Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
We know that. But what Tom Brady said is absolutely true. Now, Aaron Rodgers not throwing for 7,000 yards. 5,000 is very doable. Very, very doable. But because he has Coach Belichick and the knowledge that he has, remember, Coach Belichick has a game plan, not a play, a game plan that's in the Hall of Fame because what he was able to do to the Buffalo Bills 1990 offense, the K-gun. Skip Bayless, this is not even close. Tom Brady spoke the truth. Now, golly gee whiz normally opens his mouth and says absolutely nothing. But what he said, I guess it was I don't know when he said it. But,
that's interesting. We don't know when he said it.
Don't know, but hold on. He said it.
How do we know he said it?
But hold on, wait a minute, Skip. The fact that when he said it, where he said it, what he said is inconsequential.
Way better.
Yeah, the greatest thing.
As you said, I'm going to quote you. It's not even close between the guy on the left and the guy on the right. The guy on the left has played in 1 Super Bowl and managed to win it. I'll give you that. And he's 5-6 since he won that Super Bowl in the playoffs. 5-6? 5-6. Wow, that's interesting.
It is interesting.
Meanwhile, that guy on the right, just since he won a Super Bowl, has played the greatest fourth quarter in the history of the Super Bowl. That was 124 yards in the fourth quarter against the Legion of Boom. And then the next year, he played the greatest fourth quarter and overtime in the history of the Super Bowl with 246 yards passing and 2 more touchdown passes against the Atlanta Falcons as they came back from 28-3. And then he topped it off last year at age 40. This is still during the Aaron Rodgers prime, right?
Yeah.
With 505 yards passing in a Super Bowl, which is the most yardage any quarterback in any playoff game in the history of pro football has ever thrown for, and he did it on the biggest stage, the Super Bowl stage, against a top 5 defense.
What did he do in the
That's
fourth
what
quarter?
he's been doing since that guy came into the league. And by the way, since that guy came into the league, he has had 4 Pro Bowl receivers, and this guy over here has had just 1 since he came into the league.
Okay.
Just 1, Wes Welker, and he's had 4 over there.
Well, Gronk don't count?
And by the way, he had Randy Moss, did the guy on the right,
Yeah.
number 12 on the right, the real number 12, the number 12.
No,
Yeah,
that's
there's
12 right
only
there.
one
Wait.
12,
Yeah,
and
there's
it's right
plenty of
there.
them. Plenty of them. Terry
But that
Bradshaw.
guy
Oh, my.
did have Randy Moss plugged in, right mind, all in for 1 year, 2007. What happened? Records happened,
Yeah.
didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. It felt like he threw for 7,000 yards that year, didn't
So
it?
so let me ask you a question. If you were to give Aaron Rodgers maybe a top 3 receiver in the history of the game, they're not going to put up those kind of numbers?
He could. He could put them up, but they wouldn't win.
But see, here's the thing, Skip Bayless. Tom Brady has had the luxury that very few quarterbacks get to have. You play this long with one head coach, one system,
Yep.
one owner, and the same offense. Very few players can ever say that in the history of the game. But you want to exclude Coach Belichick. You want to give him a minuscule amount of credit when he deserved tons and tons and tons of credit. You might not like his personality. Yeah, he's persona, and yeah, he comes off as
Shannon, you keep sweeping under your little rug over there.
Why you got a rug over here?
You got a rug. That Bill Belichick, before Tom Brady fell out of heaven into his lap, Bill Belichick, it's Chick actually.
Chick.
Chick, it's C-H-I-C-K.
But that's not how he says it. You know that. Get a man.
Bill Belichick is how you spell it.
It's Chick.
Before that, he had been a head coach for 6 seasons.
Okay.
He had lost 5 of the 6 seasons.
Yes.
He had had a losing record until Tom Brady arrived, right? Okay. So this for perspective. So I got a question here about this quote. Was this quote uttered directly to Ian O'Connor from Tom Brady? No. He heard it secondhand from an assistant coach. When was it said? Was it said in 2008, 2009?
No,
I don't know.
Aaron Rodgers wasn't even starting then.
Yes, he was.
No, Aaron Rodgers didn't start until 2000 what?
8? Wasn't that his first year? I think
Okay, maybe. No, so obviously he didn't say it then.
Well, I don't know. He might have seen him as a rookie and said,
Stop it. You know what, Skip Bayless?
No, I'm serious. Because if we're talking beauty contests, it's not even close.
Does it matter?
That's the only place you can say not even close.
Does it matter when
he
he
can
said it?
throw that
If you
football?
don't mind me asking, Skip,
Man,
does
it
it
took
matter
3 years to rebuild his delivery coming out of Cal.
Hold
But,
on. But you didn't say anything, but Tom Brady couldn't beat out Brian Greasy. You do remember that, right, in college?
that could be the fault of the head coach.
Oh, now it's the fault of the head coach. He couldn't
But
beat
you
him
know
out.
what? I watched that Orange Bowl that year against Alabama,
Yes.
and I saw this kid named Brady, and I didn't even know who he was.
Did he
really.
win the national
and
championship?
I keep watching, and I keep watching, and I say, this guy's the MVP of the Orange Bowl, and he looked really good.
Did he win the national championship?
He's splitting time with some other quarterback.
Whoa! What they got to do? What if you? Well,
That's
if
the
you,
coach's fault.
But all I'm saying is, Skip, sometimes things happen.
Okay,
Coach Belichick.
now, what do we know about Tom Brady? What did you call him? Golly gee whiz or whatever, right?
Yep.
Tom Brady, the greatest football player ever,
He's not.
leads the league still at age 41 in what quality? Humility.
Oh my goodness.
He is humble to a fault.
That's
right.
not. That's not how
whenever
he
he
comes
talks
across on
to
time versus time.
whenever he talks to somebody from another team, let's say it was at a Pro Bowl back in 2010 or whenever it was. I don't know when
He
it
ain't
was.
been the one.
Huh?
He ain't been the one since probably 2008.
Who?
Tom Brady. He don't go to the Pro Bowl.
Doesn't go to the Pro
He
Bowl.
gets selected.
That's all. That's all.
No.
Oh, been to one.
No,
Okay.
right. No, he gets
Whatever.
selected.
I don't know when this could have been, when he would have crossed paths. Was it on the field in Green Bay before he and Aaron Rodgers hooked up in Green Bay? When was it? 3-4 years
You say
ago?
you try to parse his words.
Okay. When would he say this to an assistant coach on another team?
Off the record.
And what would he say to any assistant coach on any other team? It would be humble to a fault. It would be gee whiz, shucks, Tom Brady.
Are you saying Coach
What
Belichick
did he
said
say
this?
publicly the other day about his guy Gronk? He said, we have to live up to Gronk's greatness. Can you imagine any other starting quarterback, certainly superstar quarterback in this league, ever saying that about one of his receivers? We have to live up to him after all that 12 has done in his career. And he says, we have to live up to Gronk. And you know what? It comes from his heart. It's who he is.
You know
He's
what?
that nerdy dad next door on Instagram,
what, Jimmy?
right?
You
Am
know
I
what?
right?
Maybe-
You're right.
maybe-
So this is just the usual phony baloney coming out of Tom's mouth. This is how he speaks.
No.
Oh, if he played for us, he'd throw for 7,000 yards. You know how he is? That's how he is.
You know, maybe I had too many of them CBD gummies in my dressing room, but I feel nauseous. I feel nauseous. Skip Bayless, you need to stop talking about Tom Brady like
that's
this.
exactly how he speaks. He would say that about Russell Wilson. He'd say
No,
it
he
about
wouldn't.
anybody.
No,
Yes, he would.
no,
if
no.
Russell Wilson were in our system
No.
with all the knowledge that we have, he would throw for
No.
7,000
No.
yards. Yeah, he would.
That
He'd
guy.
say it about Drew Brees. He would have said it about Peyton. He would say it about anybody.
No.
Yes, he would.
I mean-
you know it, and I know.
Oh,
it's how he speaks.
Because they would.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he believes that Peyton Manning is way more talented than he is.
And you know what? This quote is exactly why he's so much more valuable than Aaron Rodgers, because Aaron Rodgers would never say this about anybody else.
So now you said he said it.
Well,
So now you said he said it. I mean,
I'm having to do the hypotheticals. That's what
No,
our
we don't-
whole question's built on.
Whoa, no.
I'm saying.
Are you
if he-
calling Ian O'Connor a liar?
No, I'm not. I'm saying if he did say this,
He did it.
It's exactly
Said it.
who he is and why he's so great. Because I'm going to say it one more time. I have known dozens of expatriates and worked with them everywhere.
Yes.
They've come on this show right and left. I have never heard one discouraging word about Tom
Never.
Brady.
Nor
Not
should
one
you.
negative word. I've heard a lot of negativity about Aaron Rodgers because he's a diva.
They be hating.
He is LeBron to this guy's Michael Jordan. He is LeBron James.
You ain't heard nothing bad about Peyton.
Huh?
They love Peyton.
Okay, fine, but Peyton isn't Brady. He just couldn't do what Brady has done in the postseason. He was better than Brady in the regular season.
If you had given him Coach Belichick, we'd be having a different discussion.
Yeah, the coach who had lost 5 or 6 years as a head coach and was almost out of the. He was about to be a permanent defensive coordinator till that guy came out of the sky.
Can we talk about what he's done in New England?
So, can we talk about Aaron Rodgers, who is a finger-pointing blame deflector? You know it, and I know it. We hear it from Greg Jennings here on this show.
Greg said he misspoke.
He did not say that. Aaron Rodgers has constantly alienated his receivers. He's constantly taken shots, negative shots at them. It's why he's not nearly the leader Tom Brady is. Tom Brady leads that whole team.
We're not debating. That's not up for discussion.
Yeah.
That Aaron Rodgers, yes, he points fingers. Yes, he places blame when some of the blame should go on him. There's no question about that. I'm not debating that. But what I will debate you, and what I feel very comfortable in saying, that Aaron Rodgers is a better quarterback than Tom Brady. Is he as accomplished? Absolutely not. But if you're going to sit here and tell me that if Aaron Rodgers had Coach Belichick for 18 years, 19 years, that he would be because
you keep missing the point. Belichick has had Brady for 18 years. That's who made him.
No.
It makes it all go. He's the ultimate deodorant because he comes in every day. Yesterday was an off day. You know what he was doing? He was studying all day. We saw it in Tom versus Time. He's the one who's calling Josh McDaniels and saying, hey, I got one here. Let's
great
try
quarterbacks
this.
do that.
He designed the offense.
He
He
doesn't.
runs
I
the
know he
offense.
doesn't.
He runs it on the field. He coaches
I'm
the
not gonna
offense.
let you do this, Skip
He's
Bayless.
coach on the
I
field.
know what you're trying to do.
There's nothing like this guy.
I know what you're trying to
You know
do.
what? It's performer. What he does is he leads and he performs. Aaron Rodgers is cooler. He's hipper. He does better, edgy, funny State Farm commercials. I'll give you all that. I give you all that.
I'm not going to let you sit here and try to make it seem like Tom Brady does something on his off day that no other great quarterback does. All these guys
Nobody works as hard as this.
Yeah,
guy.
they do. Skip, how can you qualify how hard somebody
I
works?
just know.
How you just know?
He is the brains of this operation. He is.
All I'm saying, the general manager said they would take Aaron Rodgers. That's what they said, Skip.
They can have him. I don't care what they
The
say.
players said they'd rather have Aaron Rodgers. That's what the players said.
No, they did not.
The players said
the NFL players poll this year had Brady number
What
one.
was the 50?
See, now you're just making
He got
stuff-
hurt.
You're backpedaling. Now you're just throwing out
What happened?
falsehoods.
Did he get hurt?
Injured.
Did he get hurt? Yes or no?
I don't care. That
Oh,
shouldn't-
now you don't care.
Well, it shouldn't affect how you vote, who you want right now. One guy's 41 years old, and the players all say, "Give us that guy."
Well, you said
They know.
Hold on. When Zeke got suspended, and he was down in the 40s. You said Zeke is better. Zeke's the number one running back.
He is. No, he is.
What the?
Well, he just is.
That's not how the players voted.
Okay. All right. That's fine. I'll give you that.
Okay.
Tom Brady's number
Aaron
one.
Rodgers is number one.
It is hard to transition from Brady and Rodgers